700,000 people lack proper access to drinking water due to Kakhovka HPP explosion.
Here's a summary of the article.
UN Under-Secretary-General for Humanitarian Affairs, in an interview with Associated Press. Details. According to Griffiths, the rise in water levels caused by the destruction of the plant's dam will lead to higher grain prices. Quote, "The consequences will be devastated granaries in this southern part of Ukraine. The ability of that part of Ukraine to grow the grain on which the world depends will be significantly reduced. This will mean fewer grain exports to the global south, and higher grain prices around the world. And the consequence is that people who need humanitarian aid to survive will have fewer opportunities to get the food they need." More details. According to the UN official, the situation with landmines is also a big concern. Another danger for people is that a large part of these agricultural lands are mined as a result of the war. Floods are taking over these areas. And we will definitely see these mines floating where people do not expect them, he said. The Verkhovna Rada adopted a resolution to appeal to the UN, parliaments and governments of its member states, international organizations and their parliamentary assemblies in connection with the Russians' blowing up of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. In Kherson Oblast, swimming in water bodies, as well as fishing and selling fish, are banned, and the watering of animals and water intake are also prohibited in the city of Kherson.
This post received a score of 7,500, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
And there's the reports of damage. Surprisingly few deaths so far.
The lowlands are on the Russian-controlled side of the river. There's videos of Russian soldiers drowned in the river washing up on the Kherson side, so there are probably a lot of Ukrainians who died on that side.
Another brilliant move from the top minds at the Kremlin. Next they'll use chemical weapons on upwind positions.
Or blow up their own pipeline.
Something I just thought of. Doesn't the canal to Crimea only work if the dam is there? I haven't checked, but I am pretty sure Russia has cut their own water supply.
Russia is going to have to import water either using the Kerch Bridge, ferries or the land bridge to Crimea. This isn't new to Russia, they've had to do it since 2014 when they invaded Crimea and Ukraine cut the water. They can take out the Kerch Bridge anytime they want. When water and food starts getting sparse, who do you think the Kremlin is going to prioritize? Soldiers or civilians?
I have nothing of actual value to add, but on your question, my guess is that the Kremlin would keep both at death's door equally.
No, only the soldiers. To them the local population has been written off already. They can just ship in more Russians. I can safely say that WW2 taught us there are always more Russians.
Anywhere one could donate if they wanted to help?
There is governmental fundraiser United 24. They seem to be honest guys and they regularly publish financial reports.
Due to the Russian terror attack in Nova Kakhovka.
Ruin these fuckers. Why don't they have all the best shit? This is Russia. Fuck them.
Greater than. Another danger for people is that a large part of these agricultural lands are mined as a result of the war. Floods are taking over these areas. And we will definitely see these mines floating where people do not expect them. Well, that's pretty horrible.
And Russia blew another dam today. Why NATO isn't considering this as a WMD attack, I don't know.
Due to Russian terror attack FTFY.
Shortages of food and water have never led to horrific situations in the past. I think they will AAAAALL be fine. Correction, due to Russian terrorist attack on civilian structure.
I can't remember what clip it was specifically, but now when I think of this dam incident I think of the middle-aged Ukrainian woman who steps off the boat, and is instantly thrown into tears, before she says, "Fuck Putin, he's gonna burn in hell for all this." For some reason remembering that helps calm me down when I start wondering about things like how many dams in Russia this could be done to, cause I realize two wrongs don't make a right. Atrocious acts of humankind shouldn't spawn equally atrocious acts out of vengeance, or else it's like a contagion. Self-defense though. Wink.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.